Well, welcome to the Rocker Skating Podcast, sponsored by John Wilson Blades, and live from Tokyo. This is Jackie Wong, and of course, as always, we have Wakaba Forever, Michelle Ellis.
Hi, Jackie.
Michelle.
Hi. I'm live from Sacramento.
It's just as exotic.
Yeah.
Actually, it's pretty exotic. Sacramento.
I do have a Wakaba towel on my wall, so, I'm in the mood.
I will be. I just saw that there was a Kaori towel that's being sold here.
Cool.
A lot of towels. They love their towels.
The
figure
Rinka
skaters
one,
love their towels.
the Rinka one with the isopod on it is kind of incredible.
Should I collect towels while I'm
You
here?
should probably, yes.
I don't know how much luggage carry-on space I have. Well, it is the week of Japanese Nationals, the first of the really major national championships events that is happening. And, we obviously have that this weekend. If you are also excited about French Nationals or Italian Nationals, which is also happening this weekend, we got a preview for you as well. So look back at our podcast archives if you are interested in hearing about those two. But we're going to spend the next however many minutes talking about Japan, because we could talk about this for like hours. There's so much that we can just ramble on and on about, because it's such a great field in so many ways.
The depth is unbelievable. I mean, Japan is a pretty small country, and they have so many incredible women skaters that I could win anything anywhere on the right day.
I know. And they have. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? Okay, let's start off with pairs and ice dance, because as good as the pairs are going to be, it's only 3 pairs. And then as good and potentially, future looking as the ice dance is going to be, it's 5 ice dance teams. Now, I still remember the days, and Michelle's dog is also agreeing with us right now.
Might have to grab her.
I still remember the days when we had one pair team or one ice dance team, and it was, it's like it was an exhibition. And here it's, of for real competition. And it's so great to see.
It's amazing and good for them on building out their programs, particularly their dance program, there's so many talented skaters in Japan, and their skating skills, as we've seen, have translated pretty well to ice dance.
Yeah. And that's also the thing, too, is, a lot of credit has to be given to the pioneering ice dance teams that came before, right? I mean, you've got you have the Reeds, who were around for such a long time, and then you had Kana Muramoto skating with both Chris Reed and with Daisuke Takahashi. You had Tim and Misato skating for a while, right? Like, those teams that came before really set the stage for what ice dance is right now for Japan. And they continue to grow their program. There continues to be interest, especially interest amongst single skaters who are crossing over to ice dance, which we don't see very often. It's like you saw Daisuke do it, and when Daisuke did it, we were all just like in amazement, because the skill set is really so different. And if you heard my interview with Reed and Abrelevicius a couple weeks ago, Saul was talking about the same thing, about how he had to basically change his training, change his sort of body shape, right? Because the way that you use your body for ice dance is so different than the way that you use your body for freestyle skating. And it's great to see. We have Rika Kihira, who is in ice dance here. We have Koshiro Shimada and Ikura Kushida, who paired up this season and have shown a lot of great promise, and they'll be in this field this week. But I think the big thing, right, is Yoshida and Morita are the favorites.
Mhm.
They are the only team here that have the minimums for the Olympics. And so Japan has one team spot for ice dance, and they're basically fighting for that one, but there's not really a fight because it's only
Yeah.
one team that has the minimums.
I wanna say
Uh,
they're, like, 2nd on the alternate list for the individual dance event now behind the
yeah,
Hungarians,
right.
just off the top of my head. The dance event, I mean, it could be interesting. I'm interested to see how everyone skates. We've seen some mixed, like,
Agreed.
international results from these skaters.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
and I'm
that was the
so
whole thing,
excited
right?
to see Rika.
Yes, same. Kushida and Shimada actually went to Golden Spin to try to get their minimums for the Olympics and sort of have this like Hail Mary chance at the Olympic
Mm,
team in their very first season together, and they didn't get it. The technical minimums for the Olympics are basically the same as the technical minimums for four continents and for Europeans. And
mhm.
so because they didn't get that for the Olympics, they also didn't get it for four continents as well. So
Yeah.
basically um uh you've got Yoshida and Morita
Mhm.
doing uh the Olympics and potentially four continents. And then there will be a chance in the new year for teams to qualify or not qualify to get their minimums for the potential for worlds,
Mhm.
which is going to be even steeper of a thing, right? So you would expect that it will be Yoshida Morita for all three of those
Yeah.
competitions. But to
Yeah.
your point, how it will pan out at nationals will be very interesting to see.
Mhm. Yeah, and Japan is number 2 on the list right now for the individual event. Um, we'll see. It's probably not that likely at this point, but you never know. I love Utana and Masaya's rhythm dance. I think it's fun.
It's totally fun. And I think there was a lot of flack, not a lot of flack. There were a lot of people who were like, Mambo number five. Are we really doing Mambo number five? And
Yeah.
Rika Kihira and
Yeah.
Shingo Nishiyama are doing
Yeah.
Mambo number five. And to that point, like nobody else is doing Mambo number five. It's a
Yeah,
fun song.
and it's a, like,
Um,
Latin rhythm. Like, why
yeah,
not?
exactly. Yeah,
It's easier than
I'm
doing the
excited to
Backstreet
see that as
Boys.
well.
Yeah.
There is a coffee shop right around my hotel
Mhm.
called BSB Coffee. I think it's
Oh,
a chain here. And I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, is that an omen for Backstreet Boys here?
uh, I hope not. Well, maybe you'll see them in real
Backstreet
life.
Boys.
Maybe they're at your hotel.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Okay, let's go over to the pairs. Uh, Pairs.
Mhm.
What's interesting about this is we got three teams. It's sort
Mhm.
of like what we were talking about last week with the Italian men, where it's like there's
Mhm.
7 Italian men, and like
Yeah.
4 of them are some of the
Amazing.
top guys in
Yeah.
the world. We have 3 Japanese pairs, and 2 of them could finish in the top 8 at the
Yeah.
Olympics.
On the right
Th-
day, Nagaoka and Maraguchi, like, they're way up there.
If Nagaoka Moriguchi skates 2 clean programs,
Mhm.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they could be medal contenders at the Olympics.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. If they could do clean with the GOE they get and their
Right.
speed and the, you know, mistakes others tend to make,
Yeah.
I
And the fact that they have stronger or more valuable side by side jumps, all
Mhm.
of that sort of stuff. Their
Mhm.
pairing is still not as strong as some of the more seasoned pairs.
Mhm.
And partially why you see them with the kind of speed that they have, right? Because
Yeah.
they're relying on their single skills and they have very good
Mhm.
single skills. And the more complicated your pairing and your pair
Mhm.
skating becomes, the harder it is for you to generate that kind of power all the time. And so one of the reasons that you sort of see that with them, with the very just like generally
Yeah.
very powerful, speedy skating that they have.
I mean,
Um,
it's kind of extraordinary, like, switching to pairs. Pairs is terrifying, and you'd think they would have tightened up by now, and they really haven't, to the point where some of their lift exits are a little terrifying. Um, Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
very refreshing to see that speed, and the judges are very refreshed by it as well. The
Yeah.
finger moves
I mean,
toward the
you
9.
yeah, I mean, we saw that with Miura Kihara when they first
Mhm,
started skating
mhm,
as well. We were like, "Oh my god, the speed is just incredible." To your point about, you know, single skaters going into pairs,
mhm,
usually you do see them be more cautious and because it is you are skating with somebody else. It's a lot harder. But two spots for the Japanese pair teams for the Olympics, and there's no way other than Miura Kihara and
mhm.
Nagaoka Moriguchi who are going
Yeah.
to get that. Lucas Shioshihanda, who's been
Mhm.
around, he was a single skater for a while.
Yeah, I remember him.
Did really well in the juniors back in the day. He
Mhm,
switched to ice or pairs a couple of years ago, and he comes in with a new pair partner, Ayumi Kagotani, and
mhm.
so um, they're building, hopefully a new partnership, and see how they do in their first nationals together.
Tito's coaching them?
I don't
I didn't
actually.
know.
I have to see.
Yeah, I remember him when he was a single skater. He was good.
Yeah. All right. Now to the battle royales that we're about to
Yeah.
see. Let's go to the
This is
men
truly
first.
battle royale.
Yeah, we're going to the men first, and
Okay.
I don't know if I'll call this one easier,
Yeah.
but it may be a little bit more straightforward and a little bit fewer in terms of the contenders.
Mhm.
Um, Yet, like the skating is going to be also something else. Yuma Kagiyama will be the headliner here, and Michelle and I were just talking about this before we came on. It seems weird to say that he is only going for his second Japanese title.
Crazy.
And like
Like, yeah,
yeah,
he's so established, and I think you forget about, like, Shoma and Yuzu were there, and it's just he couldn't get through that wall, and it's just yeah. I
and so
unless he was
recently, right?
yeah, like an Olympic medalist, so you think of him as being having that, but
Yeah.
apparently not.
I mean, we go back all the way to the 2012-2013 season,
Mhm.
and that was Yuzu. And so um, from 2012-2013 to 23-24, it was just Yuzu and Shoma over and over and over again.
Wow. Wow.
One,
Man.
two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Mhm.
12 nationals between those two.
Mhm. That's
And then
crazy.
Yuma won it
Yeah.
last year. Last year, I do remember it was a bit of a who wants to win this one kind of event. I mean, lest we forget, Nobunari Oda finished fourth last year.
Yeah. Hey, why didn't Nobu come back this year, you know?
I
I think
know.
that would've been fun.
Well, apparently he wanted last year to be
Mhm.
the last nationals for him.
M'kay.
Um,
I
just
need to see another YMCA spin.
I know. Just go to Jimmy Ma this season.
I need to see another quad toe out of nowhere by a guy in his 30s who hasn't skated in, like, 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, last year, Yuma won it, and Ryo Nakata
Mhm.
was second.
I
Tatsuya
remember that.
Suboi had
Mhm.
that miraculous comeback from
Yeah.
14th in the short to get third in the free skate and
Yeah.
third overall and make it onto the world team. He just like leapfrogged all over
Yeah.
everybody.
There was a bit of
And
Menning.
yeah, there was a lot of menning going
Yeah.
on, menning without an I. And
Menning.
and Nobu got fourth, and Kazuki Tomono was fifth.
Mm.
So that was last year. This year, there are two very established people, right? So
Mhm.
it's Yuma who comes in as a favorite, but Shun Sato is the one who has been the most consistent out of
Mhm.
everybody. And
Yeah.
he's had just such a stellar season coming into Japan Nationals. And,
Mhm.
4 months ago, if you asked me who was going to be on the Olympic team, I would have been like, oh, it's Yuma and two other people, right? And now it's it's Yuma, Shun, and one
Mhm.
other person.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way Shun is off the team, and I feel like he could win here. We'll
I,
see. He could
yeah,
he could. That would
absolutely.
be incredible.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, yeah, it's
for
very
sure.
much like we have some depth in the men's field, but it's very much like these 2 are gonna be 1, 2, and then this pack of 4 or 5 are going for bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Shun is interesting because he started this season sort of being like, "Can I make the Olympic team?" And now he's all of a sudden
Mhm.
on in the conversation to be an Olympic medalist in the
Yeah.
individual event,
Yeah.
which is quite the turn of events.
Yeah. I've always been a Shun believer because his rotation is so beautiful and so quick. It's so nice to watch him jump, and I don't know. I'm a snob about lines, and I'm a snob about jump rotation. And I think when you go up and you rotate that fast and you land so cleanly, so consistently, it like warms my heart. And yeah, I'm a fan.
We're all snobs in some way.
Yeah. Yeah.
The the other thing that I've noticed about Shun Sato the few times that I've seen him in competition is that his practices tend to be a little more erratic.
Mhm.
And you watch his practices and you're like, "Oh my god, what's gonna happen in competition?" And then he, like, pulls it all together. I'm
Yeah.
curious to see if that's changed this season because
Mhm.
he has been so consistent, competition in and competition out. And so, in just a couple hours, I will be at men's
Yeah.
practice, and I will see what that's gonna look like.
Yeah.
I can I just reiterate how excited I am to be in
That's so
Tokyo
cool.
covering Japan nationals.
I'm glad you're finally there. This is like your favorite competition of the year.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to
I
start
mean,
going annually.
there were years I know, exactly. There were years when Japan Nationals was smack dab during, like, Christmas Eve, and I was
Mhm.
like, "This is the best Christmas present I could get."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Staying up in the middle of the night. I mean, Santa's bringing me Japan Nationals on some, like, bootleg live stream that you need to take a look at.
Yeah,
By the way,
between it being in the middle of the night and being the same week as Russian nationals, I don't think I've
yeah,
ever watched it, like, live.
yeah.
I usually watch it later in the day, the next day, thanks to the grace of someone uploading it, but
A quick plug, by the way,
mhm,
if anybody is looking to figure out how to watch any of these competitions, go to so you want to watch fs.com. They are such a great resource for everything. They just have all of the things. If you need to figure out how you can watch it,
mhm,
whether it's a legitimate stream or not, it's there. It's there for you. So that is a great resource that I highly recommend.
mhm,
Okay, so let's talk about this fight for the bronze, right? Now, we've seen the selection criteria for the Olympics. And at this point, Shun and Yuma are in, like, they have qualified to be in the consideration
mhm,
for the Olympic team, right? There are two other skaters who have qualified to be in consideration. And those are the two that we have thought all season long would be the ones who would be fighting for that third spot, Kaomiura and Kazuki Tomono. And I want a fourth spot for the Japanese men because I want both of them to go.
yeah,
It's like Sophie's
um,
choice. Like, I love both of their skating, and I want, like, and they both deserve to go for many many reasons.
mhm,
And given how they've been head to head this season, and also how their seasons have gone, I think whoever of those two gets the higher spot at nationals will end up
mhm,
going to the Olympics.
yeah. I think that Kalmura has competed as many different free skates this season as there are men in contention for the Olympic team.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
man who I want to compete a different free skate, Kazuki Tomono, I don't think he is. You'll have to give
No,
me the
he is.
practice update.
He definitely isn't because he was working on Halston the other
Oh,
week.
no. Man. I
It
mean,
was
I
a
believe you when
refinement.
you say it's incredible. I saw someone commented on one of our YouTube videos that it's incredible when he skates it clean. That's great.
Yeah,
Haven't seen it
yeah,
once this season. So,
yeah.
um,
I
you know,
know. And we
let's
haven't
do a
I mean, we
Sophie Tucker sequel.
just put his short program on
Yeah.
twice,
Just do it
and he
twice.
could
Yeah.
just go and do the short program
Uh-huh.
twice.
Yeah. He could do it.
Yeah. So it's so hard to predict, obviously,
Mhm.
who's going to get that. For me, I think if you think about just consistency and the potential for being erratic,
Mhm.
I think Kazuki has the edge on getting that third spot. But
Interesting.
yeah, I think the
No, I
thing
feel
with
the
Cow
opposite.
is just like you just never know. You just never know with Cow.
I mean, but there's a chance that Cal goes out and does a clean free skate. I don't think we've seen one from Kazuki this season.
All true. Yeah. If the two of them skate cleanly, Cow goes.
Yeah.
That would be the result.
Mhm.
Cow has a harder set of jumps that he's
Mhm.
putting out there.
Mhm.
When done well, his quads are outrageous. Like all
Yeah.
his jumps are
Like
outrageous. Like they're just
unbelievable.
he goes into them with so much speed and it's just complete abandon how he
Mhm.
skates his
They're like
programs.
blockbuster quads.
Yeah.
They have a different feeling.
Um, exactly.
Mhm.
So, I'm hoping he doesn't come back give us a fourth free skate this season, but I
Mhm.
would imagine we're back to continuing Umbrellas of Cherbourg
Mhm.
for this competition. So yeah, so it's the two of them, right? And then you've got Sota Yamamoto, who in the past 4 years has been amongst the conversation for all of these end of year teams.
Yeah.
But this season has been so rough for him. The back
Yeah.
injury, the lack of training time, all of that stuff. He just hasn't looked like himself. And at his best, he's a podium contender here.
Mhm.
It will be hard pressed for him, even if he beats Kao and Kazuki. It'll be hard pressed for him to get onto that Olympic team because of the rest of the season that he's had so
Yeah.
far.
He
Now,
doesn't
if
have
he
the
beats them
criteria.
exactly, now if he beats them convincingly,
Mhm.
maybe there's a different story there, but that's a big
Yeah.
if.
Yeah. Rio Nakata.
I know we
What's he
haven't
gonna
talked about
do?
Rio. We have not
Oh,
talked about Rio,
do we have another senior to talk about before that?
do
Tatsuya
we?
Tsuboi?
We do, of course.
Mhm.
Tatsuya was third last year, and he was the one who like nobody expected to get on the world team last season,
Mhm.
and he ended up getting on. Um, he's also had just like a rough season in terms of consistency, like
Yeah.
uh, rough coming in, but because of what he did last season, and because even though he didn't skate terribly well all season long, he's been okay, right?
Mhm.
All of that means that he can still be in contention for the Olympic team because of the criteria that the Japanese Federation has.
Yeah.
So he's also an outside shot. I would put him, it'll be a long shot for him to get on the team.
We'd get an incredible reaction from Cowrie, though. That would be fun. His training mate. Her
I
reaction when
know.
he got the bronze medal at nationals last year was, like, adorable. I remember that more than his performance. She was so happy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, Kaori.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
But Rio
Rio.
Nakata, the world junior champion, defending Japanese silver medalist who just was defeated at the Junior Grand Prix final and has a bit
And
of a
he's
stress
mad.
fracture. Yeah, he's mad.
He's
Um,
so mad.
so we'll see. I would like to see him be very, calm here and protect himself, and then when he gets to Junior Worlds, he can be a bat out of hell and get it back. But don't worsen the stress fracture at this competition where you can't even make the Olympic team.
Right, exactly. Now,
It's too
for me,
bad.
I think
he'd be the third
I think
man.
he I think he's on the podium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
But it all
Mhm.
has to do with how well Kao and Kazuki
Yeah,
skate. Like
yeah.
that's the whole thing. It's like
Mhm,
Rio has had the consistency that Kao and
mhm,
Kazuki hasn't had. Kao and Kazuki have the stronger programs, the more mature,
mhm,
musicality, all of that sort of stuff. And if you think about the sort of different factors, if all of them skate well, right, it's going to be Kao and Kazuki who will beat Rio, but Rio's got the more likelihood of
yeah,
the higher likelihood of actually getting it done,
mhm. He has the
especially this season.
consistency and the
Yeah,
attitude.
yeah, exactly.
I'm a big Rio fan. I'm really frustrated with the 2 amazing juniors Japan has that can't go to the Olympics, and I've said it throughout the season, but I'd love for him to be on the Olympic team, and I'd love to see Mao Shimada there too. But, it is what it is.
But that is not happening. Well,
Mhm,
that's the men. So
mhm,
the things to watch for: can Shun Sato win?
mhm,
That's an interesting one.
mhm,
And then who ends up getting that third spot for the men?
mhm. And who gets the
Um,
bronze medal?
and who gets the bronze medal? Yeah, I think those are the three things that I am very excited to see.
Mhm.
It's time for the women.
Uh, fasten your seatbelts.
I counted 15 skaters who, if at their best,
Mhm.
if they skate cleanly, could be in the top 6.
Wow, wow.
15 skaters. Like, this is the deepest women's field of any competition this season, and I am
Yeah.
including the Olympics
Oh, yeah, by far.
by far.
Yeah. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. And part of what compounds this is that, the juniors coming in, because
Yep.
they don't, they're in this field and it's like it's extraordinary. And you look at how many women Japan had, I think, 4 Japanese women in the junior Grand Prix finals, 3 in the senior, and then all the ones that didn't make it.
Four
Um,
and four, actually, four in the
oh,
seniors too.
oh yeah, 4 in senior. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you add those two up, right? Like,
Mhm.
you get
Yeah.
8 of the best skaters in the
And then look
world.
at all the ones that didn't make it that were close. I
Right.
mean, it's like,
Uh,
yeah, it's incredible.
I I cannot with this, because you're going to see a competition where more than likely Wakaba Higuchi does not make it into the top 10, right?
Yeah.
Now, I hope that's in some way there was some miraculous thing that has happened over the past month where Wakaba is healed and ready to go,
That Etsy
because
witch, her spell
this
worked.
will be her last. Yeah.
Oh, Wakaba.
This will be her last. And she's going to do her best, and
Mhm.
there'll be a lot of tears across the board. I mean, her last, Mai Mihara's last, Kaori Sakamoto's last, like,
Crazy.
it this is the end of an era in a lot of ways
Mhm.
for Japanese women's skating, because we have just seen these skaters for now, what, 2+ Olympic cycles, dating back to when they were juniors. I mean, when Wakaba Higuchi was dominating juniors and was
Mhm.
like the next big thing for the
Mhm.
Japanese women. And
Yeah.
oh,
I remember watching that Junior Worlds. Yeah.
so much. Um, yeah. So let's talk about the Olympic spots. So the Olympic spots, they have 3, of course.
Mhm.
And the ones who are in contention based on the criteria are Kaori Sakamoto, Ami Nakai, Mone Chiba, and the big surprise is Hana Yoshida.
Mhm.
And the reason Hana Yoshida is there is because she has been skating so well the last few years that her world standing is the 3rd amongst the Japanese women right
Hmm.
now. And so because of that, she qualifies to be in consideration for one of the Olympic spots. Now, long shot, very much so. This season has not been kind to her, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that like this is the one season where she would hope to be consistent, and she hasn't
Mhm.
been, and I'm not sure if there's been any sort of like injury or something that has
Yeah.
held her back, but she just has not looked herself this season, and it's been tough to watch.
Yeah. Practicing well, but then she goes out to compete and it kind of comes apart.
So yeah, so that's right now what the outlook is.
Mhm.
Now, all the questions, right? Ryon Sumiyoshi and Rinka Watanabe, they had both have had great competitions this season.
Mhm.
Ryon Sumiyoshi has one of the highest scores of the women this
Mhm.
season, and had a really strong early season. They are both potentially in contention, right? So what
Yeah.
happens is there are these this list of criteria, and so once somebody gets picked, they do it kind of in a tiered system, right?
Mhm.
The first spot to be named is the winner of nationals.
Mhm.
So then that person gets taken out of the pool, and then they sort of recalculate or basically bring everybody else one slot up. And so,
Mhm.
say it's Kaori, Ami, and Monet occupying three of
Mhm.
those spots in a criterium, uh, and and one of them gets named to the first spot because they won nationals, then the fourth spot gets moved up and gets moved into consideration. And
Mm.
so Rinka and Rion are the ones
Mhm.
who are occupying those fourth and fifth spots right now, and they will more than likely then become in consideration at some point.
Mhm.
Now, that is also to say that they will need incredibly good nationals results in
Yeah.
order for them to then be picked, but the consideration is there.
Mhm.
Um, I think there are a lot of people who asked about, oh, world standing, where's Wakaba? Somehow, the Japanese women are so deep that Wakaba's world standing is seventh amongst the Japanese women.
Wow.
Yeah,
Uh, I I'm trying to think if she hasn't done a lot of senior Bs in the last couple years.
that's
I
right.
remember
Yeah,
she did one Kinoshita Cup this year, but before that, she didn't do a ton of them. She would mostly just show up on the Grand Prix, and that could be part of it
that's part of the
because
issue.
Hana
Yeah.
Yoshida loves those early season competitions. She'll hit multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons why
Mhm.
Wakaba's world standing is not there, and obviously also because the rest of the Japanese team is so
Mhm.
stacked.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, if you look at last year, she only did Grand Prix. This is
Mhm.
Wakaba. Grand Prix final, four continents, and worlds.
Mhm.
Um, so, and because she didn't have a really good Grand Prix this year,
Mhm.
it just and the she was 11th at Kenosha Group Cup. Like none of that helped her with her world
Mhm.
standings.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, so that's where everybody is now. There is a dark horse who Michelle and I have been talking about all season, who will not figure into the Olympic criteria unless she wins the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that's Saki Miyake.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were gonna say Mao Shimada. I was like, she's not finished in the criteria anyway, but Saki
No,
Miyake, let's go. She
Saki
is
Miyake.
eligible.
Yeah, she is very eligible. She's, I think, 22.
Mhm.
Um, so here's to hoping that, like, because she hasn't had the international experience, she doesn't figure into the criteria,
Well,
right?
whose fault
The
is
world
that?
standings. I know,
Whose fault
exactly.
is that? She should have an international experience. They didn't give her the opportunities.
I really wish they would have given her a Grand Prix. It would have been nice, right? And it
Yeah.
was around that time during the Grand Prix series where she went to sectionals and scored like a
Mhm.
207.
Yeah. They should have sent her to a challenger, and then she could have gone into the pool and gotten a Grand Prix assignment on someone's withdrawal, and then they could have given her an HK, and then she could have had 2.
So So I was a little bit confused about the whole thing because she was at Kinoshita Group Cup
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
she did have an ISU season's
Mhm.
best, and somehow she wasn't on the list. I don't know how the list works.
Weird.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you needed more competitions to be on the list, but like
Mm.
in terms of season best scores, I think she
Mhm.
was like number 2 or 3 on the list behind Samudelkina and someone else.
That's so
Um, but
frustrating.
but then she wasn't on the list, so she
Yeah.
couldn't have been assigned out unless it was a host pick for NHK Trophy.
I would like to speak to a manager, please. Yeah, can I speak to the
Representative,
manager? Yeah.
representative.
Mhm.
Saki Miyake needs to be in the Grand Prix. Now, we'll see how she skates this week,
Mhm.
right? She's got a triple axel. She's landed in competition. She's got banging jumps.
Mhm.
Just and she's got incredibly
Superstar.
good skating. Like
Yes,
everything
so
is
good.
so
The
good.
speed, the spins,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
So I would highly recommend that you keep an eye
Mhm.
on her
Mhm.
because I predicted her to be fifth.
I mean, let's go.
Yeah, let's
I think she'll
go.
be 4th.
Now, we were talking about Mao Shimada. She is,
Mhm.
like Rio Nakata, not age eligible, um, but she could win the whole thing here.
Yeah, and she probably
She
wants
really
to. I
could.
mean, she's been
Uh,
2nd, like, the past few
totally,
years. She's just like, "I'm here to
totally.
win. I'm gonna show them what they're missing." Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Mao Shimada. She
Mhm.
was. I'm looking at her results. Like you said, she has been a sea of firsts
Yeah.
in
She's never
junior level events.
she's never finished lower than 1st at a senior or at any international competition.
Yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
just outrageous. The
Yeah.
the last time she finished lower than first in a
Mhm.
junior competition period
Mhm.
was in 2020 2021 US Nationals, Japanese Nationals, where she was third in juniors.
Wow.
So that was 5 years ago.
Wow.
Gotta love that.
That's amazing.
And she's been on the podium at senior nationals for the last 3 seasons, third, and
Mhm.
second. So
Mhm.
I do think this season might be a little bit more. This is the deepest field that we have
Mhm.
seen in maybe ever at
Yeah.
Japanese nationals, and you see someone if the Kaori, Ami, and Monets of
Mommy.
the world end up
Mhm.
skating cleanly, Mao does not get up there unless she skates cleanly, right? I think that
I don't
the
know.
the difference will be that they
Yeah.
won't give Mao the components,
Yeah, that's true.
and we've seen that. We have seen that with her.
Yeah.
Um, but could the fact that she has 2 triple axles and a quad toe
Yeah.
make the difference? It very well could.
How many quads are we seeing here? I know she has a quad toe. Rion. Is anybody else
Rion,
doing quads?
that's it.
Okay.
It's the two quads and then the bevy of triple axles. So
Mhm.
Mao Shimada with her triple axle, Saki Miyake with her triple axle, Ami
Mhm.
Nakai, um, and then a bunch of the
Rinka.
juniors, right? So, of course, Rinka,
Mhm.
um, the juniors, Mae Okada, Mayuko
Mhm.
Oka, uh, Sumika
Mashimada.
Kanazawa, like they're all
Mhm.
going to be trying the triple axle here. So,
Yeah.
no fewer than what I counted 8, 9 triple axle attempts.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Um, Sumika Kanazawa, I'm excited to see her compete again. She is just
same.
quite a performer, and she's a baby. She's like 13 years old. It's kind of unbelievable, her
Yeah,
composure.
I'm curious to see how her skating translates in
Mhm.
like live
Mhm.
because it translates so well on the computer
Yeah.
that you
I
would
You're gonna
think
be
that
obsessed. Yeah. You're gonna
I'm
be
gonna be
obsessed. We're
obsessed
gonna
all week.
back here on Sunday. Yeah, talking
I
about
know,
it.
I know. Oh
I wish we were
boy,
seeing Wakaba's triple axel, the best triple axel in the
I,
business.
I know that axle is so good.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm again looking down at this list, right? Yuna Aoki, if she skates
Mhm,
well, she's up
mhm,
there. Uh, Mako Yamashita, if she
mhm,
skates well, she's up there. I mean,
mhm,
I think Yamashita was sixth at nationals sixth at nationals last
mhm,
season. Had a really fantastic free skate. Um, like it's just an embarrassment of riches here.
mhm. Rino
Um,
Matsuke and her
Rino
glorious
Matsuke,
forward outside edge. Mhm,
so many skaters to watch, and
mhm,
it's going to be unfortunate when, you know, one or multiple of these skaters that we have been watching for so long ends up making a mistake and like they
mhm.
end up in the second to last group or
Yeah,
the third to last group or something. It's just like, oh, like,
yeah. It's truly an embarrassment of riches. I'm glad you get to see it in person.
I know. Can we just give Japan 10 spots?
Yeah, I know.
Be nice.
I know. I think they should come up with something like extra, like, bonus spots for people based on score. So, like, once all the federations have assigned it, then they'll be like, "Who has the next highest score that's not going? Let's send them, let's send them."
Mm, yeah, I don't. It's almost like if the Grand Prix final could be 12 skaters,
Yeah, yeah.
you could see like something like this, right?
Mhm. Except Saki Miyake wouldn't be there because they won't send
I
her
know.
to a freaking Grand Prix. So rude.
The table pounding that we have for
Yeah.
Saki Miyake.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about predictions.
Okay.
If you're ready for it,
I'm
let's go
ready.
to the men. Who are your top
Okay.
three for the men?
Yuma, Shun, Cow. I'm going for it. I'm
Ooh,
doing it. I believe.
going for it. I got Yuma, Shun, and Rio top
Mhm.
three. Women. This
Oh
one's
god.
tough.
I'm picking Cowrie to win. I think she's gonna rise to the occasion. Mao Shimada second, Ami Nakai third.
Kaori, Ami, Monet.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I know. I
Mhm.
know. I just don't. For me, the Mao Shimada's, her foot injury and
Mhm.
the general inconsistency of her big jumps this season, I think,
Yeah.
is what gives me a little bit of pause. Otherwise, I think she would be on the podium as well.
Pretty
Um,
sure Mao Asada was second 2006 Nationals. Fumie won, Mao Asada was second, and Shizuka Arakawa was third.
isn't that
Um,
crazy?
so whoever's third
That
here
that
is gonna
that
win the
that the
Olympics.
yeah that the Olympic champion was third.
Yeah.
You are correct. Fumiya
Mhm.
Suguri won it. Asada and Arakawa.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, if you're gonna give your daughter a figure skating name and she's born at a weird time, go for Tara rather than Mao. Yeah.
Oh,
It's so
so
bizarre.
sad.
It's like a complete glitch in the Matrix thing that this has happened again to another Mao named after the first Mao.
I know.
So Phil Hirsch can
Un-
write another article. The Olympic champion is at home. She's not competing at the Olympics. Yeah.
Unfortunately, apropos,
Mhm.
um, except I think unlike 2006
Mhm.
when basically a clean Mao basically beats everybody.
Yeah.
Does a clean Mao Shimada beat everybody?
Yeah.
Actually, potentially, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially if they're giving her like senior components.
yeah.
And I think her programs this season are a little bit less she's having fun with them. Like it's her last junior year. She's not trying to be like a senior lady, especially in that short. I feel like she'd have different material and she'd be cleaning up.
The mental gymnastics that we do on these
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us. That is Japan Nationals preview. We are so excited for this week. I mean, so excited.
Mhm.
It's going to be a doozy of a competition, and I hope you all will be following along in some way, because I know for many people this is in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
But don't forget to watch the replays, because they
I'm
will
so
be on
ready.
YouTube. They will be on YouTube, and they will be on YouTube for a very short amount of time before
Okay.
somebody takes.
Yeah.
So watch for those.
Can't wait.
What are you most excited about this week,
Well, first
Michelle?
of all, I'm excited about seeing pictures from your fan meetup, which I hear was amazing. Um,
It was
and
fun.
then, like, God, I wanna see Yuma, do his free skate better. It's getting better and better with each performance. I wanna see a really good outing from him. I want him to skate like he's gonna skate in Milan. Um, and I want Ami to land those axles. I want her to become a more likely than not to land them skater rather than
Yeah,
a will she land them skater.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
I would like I would like for there to be nobody who leaves this competition without peaking again, if that makes sense. Like, I would like for whoever wins this to be
Yeah.
able to replicate what they do in Milan, rather than this is like the height of their season, because we deserve more. They deserve more
Yeah.
in Milano, right? Like, you don't want to leave your very best skating at nationals. You want to be leaving it at the Olympics.
Kanako
And we've
Murakami
seen
has
that so
entered the
many
chat.
times. Oh, what?
Kanako Murakami has entered the chat. She did her
Mm-hmm.
Olympic free skate at 4 continents and then came a week later to Sochi and like practices were not great. Performances were not great. And it was like, girl, woo.
Yeah.
I want to see Japan not sending its Olympic team to 4 continents. That's what I want to see.
I know.
Send Saki Miyake.
It's not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
really is not necessary.
Yeah.
Let's rest them up, because they have a team event to do, and then they
Yeah.
have their regular event. Like, there's so much skating going on. Okay, you talked enough. It's going to be incredible this week, and I will be bringing you everything that I can possibly bring you. And likely than not, I will be doing some live shows on a daily basis, so that you all get to know what has been going on here. So,
And having the time of your life doing it.
and having the time of my life. If I don't come back from Tokyo, you know why. I've just decided to stay. All right. Well,
Nice.
thanks, Michelle.
Thanks, Jackie. Have fun.
I will. For Michelle Ellis, this is Jackie Wong, rockerskating.com. We will talk to you again very soon, and Sunday's episode is going to be real fun, I hope. Bye.
Can't wait.